So I'm going to teach you something today all about how you have to start your video strong. You have to start your brand and your company strong. You have to know your I help statement. You have to understand your mission. If you cannot do these things and you can't come out with a punch, then you're going to wind up a year from now, 2 years from now. 1 year is like too quick. 2 years, maybe it's okay. Rebranding, redoing, rewriting. And that is a lot of work to focus on. So my intention on showing up today is to help you start well. And if you're just getting to that place where you know you need a refresh, let's do that too. This is what I want to talk about. Understanding your brand is just as important as understanding your mission. Understanding your I help statement illuminates how your brand should feel and the vibe that it's expressing and the mission that you're accomplishing, all by the words you are delivering. Did you get that? Rewind it if you didn't. Start 15 seconds, 30 seconds back, start again. This is so critical. I was on a coaching call earlier today, and she was having some difficulty with conceptualizing how and what exactly she was going to coach on based on the umbrella of her many passions and pain points. And your I help statement should express both. You're helping somebody break free of so that they can, right? So the pain point is, what are you helping them get beyond so that they can, what's the transformation point? And as we're unpacking this and going through the coaching process, she couldn't quite understand why she needed to have this conversation, why the brand and the mission and I help had anything to do with her coaching framework. In fact, it has everything to do with it. So when I ask you to answer the question, what does your brand feel like? If I showed up on your website or your Instagram, how do I feel? What is my emotional response to your brand, to the colors, to the language, to the pictures, to the imagery, to the video, to the words? Brand is way more than just your logo. Brand is way more than just your color palette, okay? So recognizing that first and answering that question, how do I feel? What emotions are being evoked? Next, you're going into your mission, which parallels to your I help statement. So I help, insert the type of person, do, insert the action, so that they can, insert the freedom factor, okay? With that and the mission parallel to your brand, people should be able to come into deep community with you pretty quickly. Now, yes, you have to express and develop the know, like, and trust in that process. However, if you are creating a warm, welcoming environment, you're telling people about their transformation factor based on your own testimony, if your mission is heart-centered, I believe that the transformation occurs right there. It starts because there's an intrigue. Now, if your brand is a multitude of different vibes, it could be fun-loving, it could be vibrant. I feel like mine is like that. I hope mine is like that. I'd love to hear what you think. Comment below what you think your brand vibe is, and then attach your Instagram, your Facebook, or your website so we can all decipher and let you know what we feel when we come to those places. So comment below so we can give you some activation. However, what I need you to understand is if they do not go together, and your mission is talking about, I'm going to use this example, if your mission is talking about finances and freedom and family, and your brand is a stoic color that is bold and perhaps masculine, or if there's all women here, so let's say we don't have masculine brands. Let's say it's bold and fierce and like powerful because you're thinking in your brain that finances and that financial freedom is incredible and strong, and you have achieved success if you have this. And yet people come into the conversation of finances in a timid experience, just like they might come into an experience with healing or an experience with sex trafficking or an experience with motherhood that has like a hint of timidity or a hint of guilt or a hint of shame, and they're coming to you for a freedom factor. that bold, fierce proclamation could actually deter them before they ever had an opportunity to talk to you. Your mission has to match your brand. So the very next thing they experience is that mission. Do the words align with their spirit in that season? We talk about ideal avatar, and often that ideal avatar is the person that you were before you experience a transformation, and therefore your transformation and your knowing of the Lord and his knowing of you has catapulted you into your service, into your ministry, into that place of wanting to give back and teach and coach and serve, right? In that unique way that only you can do. I love that, and I'm so believing that. But I need you to recognize that brand is so much more than colors and logo, and mission, and I help end up cultivating the very framework by which you are going to establish the pillars of your business. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about pillars, you have to go back to last Saturday's Facebook Live when I did Core Talk, which will be on the podcast in a couple of weeks. But the 3 pillars of your business are so critical. So go back and check that out on my page. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you're still feeling like you need clarity on this concept or this idea, or how do you actually activate that, I'm happy to chat. The other thing I want you to comment on is, what is your brand vibe? And putting your specific link that you want us to dissect down below so we can tell you how we feel when we go there. All right, you guys, we're in this together. This is community. The intent for us to be in this space is to serve one another, and for me to serve you. So I hope you have a blessed day, and we will chat soon. See you later.